Life, Strength, and Health Morning Motivation, Episode 28, Reacting versus Responding. Great rising, everyone. I'm Jamal, naturopath, holistic health, and natural living expert. And today I want to talk about the process of reactions versus a response. When we react to things, that's more emotional and a lot of times involuntary, right? An event happens. A lot of times it's a negative event or a heightened event or situation occurs, and we immediately go almost into a fight or flight situation and we just react accordingly, right? And a lot of times people move throughout the day reacting to different things that happen throughout the day. We move through the day putting out fire drills or reacting to other things that other people are doing, keeping us in a heightened state, keeping us in a stress state. We're not totally at ease, right? But when you respond to things, when it's more of a response to the things that are happening in your life, you're moving more from a centered position. A response, when you respond to things, what you do is you sit back, you take a moment to process the information, and then you act accordingly in the best way possible. And it's not just this knee-jerk reaction, right? So you're moving more from a centered space and a place of peace. So in order to move from a centered space and a place of peace, it's all about how you start your mornings. You have to start your mornings from a centered space and a place of peace, right? If your alarm clock goes roaring off first thing in the morning and you're jumping up in a stress state, or you're snoozing, right? You're snoozing. Kim spoke about the power of sleep. Last week, you're constantly hitting the snooze button, and now you're jumping up at the last possible minute, getting dressed, leaving, with no room to spare, right? And now you're, rushing, speeding, or moving a little bit more aggressively because you got to get to work on time, right? And then you get in the office and there's some things that weren't finished up the day before. Now you got to finish up those things, and now you're behind the 8 ball, and you're just kind of moving and reacting throughout the day. You're keeping yourself in a very stressful state. But if you get up in the mornings and you work on the things that we've been talking about in these motivational morning podcasts, if you are centered, you do your breathing, you do your visualizations, right? And you're allowing yourself enough time for you in the mornings. Now you're moving from a place of peace and centeredness, leaving out before the traffic hits, or with enough time so when that traffic does hit, you're still relaxed in a relaxed state, and you take extra time to listen to something positive or motivational or relaxing for yourself. And you move through the day differently, right? So you want to create this space for yourself so that so that your life is just not a reaction. You don't want your life to be a reaction. And when things do happen in your life, you want to be able to respond to them accordingly. And remember that all starts with your morning rituals and your morning routines. So I'm going to leave you with that. And for more health support and to listen to our extended podcasts, go to lifestrengthandhealth.com. Create greatness. Have an incredible day. Peace and blessings.